Hello, good people. In this case, my fellow Drupal users, as you can see up here, Drupal.org. Today, I want to go over something simple. Allegedly, it's supposed to be simple. You know, when we're trying to download Drupal, we have two choices. Drupal DMS, which I was using. I thought it was that, and that was it. I didn't know I could choose Drupal Core. See, I didn't know that. So Drupal CMS, you should copy this and copy this, click copy, and then you put it on your perspective command line. If I can bring it up, oh, here's my perspective command line. I just paste it right here, and I hit enter, then it starts. That's the first version. The one I've been using is this version right here. Drupal core. I've always been installing Drupal core, so I'm also still. I think the CMS may give me more package, but I do Drupal core and I download the modules that I want to download. So I click on the core, I click on this, copy it, go back to that screen that I showed with the command line, right here. You hit, for me, I hit paste and zap and start working, but I don't need to do that because I already installed it. Once you've done that, I can get rid of this screen now. Once you've done that, I get rid of the screen. You should see a screen that looks like this. If you got this screen looking like this, you're in good shape because it should install. Because at the end, it's going to be a blue box to say, welcome, congratulations, you haven't downloaded the Drupal software. But, see, when I used to do that, see, I had a previous version of Drupal. I started from Drupal 7, where you just download the zip file. When I used to have my zip file, I would just type this in, localhost. Oh, and I'm also on Ubuntu Linux 22. I think I'm on Ubuntu 24. So if you're on Windows, you have to do Windows things. But it's always localhost. Then I type in my site name. Let me go back to my site names. I guess I clicked the screen off too prematurely. Let me open this up. And I better go over some stuff too. If my screen will open. Let me change that directory. Change directory. var www html dot. I called it chh that list. Alright, there I got the contents right there. See, now when I started Drupal 7, it had more information than this. See, that would throw me off. It had a bunch of different folders and stuff. When I download with that zip file, even now if I download with the zip file, it's going to have more folders than this. Let me go back to the Drupal website right here, and you see my folder name is CHH. CHH. Because that's important. Now, where it say Drupal at, you can ignore that. You can ignore it and put anything you want. In my case, I had CHH. So that's important too. You don't have to call it Drupal. That's just a default name. Since it's a software, they're going to call it Drupal. Alright, but anyway, in the golden older days of Drupal, when I just had Drupal 7, I used to type localhost CHH and watch what happened. It would begin that script, the install script. But now all I do is just show the contents of that folder. I did my research on YouTube and looking, but the guy, he gave me an idea, but he didn't show me. This is what you really have to do now. If you want that configuration script right there, you have to, let me erase some things right now. What you have to do, and when you're typing that, here it is, localhost, my directory CHH. This is the important part. You have to type web That's important. And then you have to type in core and install. And that'll get you going. Now I'm gonna jump back to that my my Drupal screen because I want to explain something to you. Now on my Drupal screen, I was trying to be consistent. When I typed this in right here, all I got was Ubuntu saying blah blah blah. It didn't work. So when I typed this in right here, for me, this didn't work. It's an X. And you know, good people, I'm gonna be honest. You know, with technology, things like this, it's always taking a lot of work. I don't feel like working hard all the time. I don't feel like scratching my head against the wall, banging my head against the floor. I just want the things to work. I don't mind a little bit of trouble. So that didn't work, and I didn't bother going to the internet to see why. Now I'm gonna go back to what I said several seconds ago. When I did this, it worked. When I did this, my Drupal landing page, when I typed in that when I typed in web right here, when I typed in the word core right there, and I typed in install PHP right there, it took me to this page. Now on my other virtual box that I got like this, it didn't work. So I went to a fresh install of Drupal 22 to see would that do it, and it did it. Now I know this worked. See on my other one, when I kept hitting save, it kept taking me to the screen over and over. And that's why I switched to a fresh install of a virtual machine. When I clicked there, it worked. So I clicked on save. It did it once. But when I hit save again, I guess I might have hit it again. You may have to hit it a couple times. It took me to the screen. And I know it should work now. So I may go back to my original virtual box version and hit that save a couple times to see what's going to happen. Here it took me 3 times. But anyway, it took me all the way down to now, and I said this is just my virtual machine version, so I really don't care. I just want to verify that I can get it to work on a clean virtual install. If I got right here, you know, if I do what it tells me to do over here, if I do everything it tells me to do right here, where it say errors found, it got errors found. Cause you know Drupal always going to do that. And then to get it to work, I say I like bang my head against the wall, but sometimes you got to bang your head against the wall. If I corrected my errors, all these errors, well, let me see. If I corrected all my errors, it would keep, it would go down to the next. It would go down to all these other 4. It would do 4, 5, and 6. So I said, thank you, good people, for stopping by. The purpose of this video was how to get the Drupal working when you install it with Composer. I hope I help you out because you know Composer, we've only been using it for roughly about 5 years, so it's still pretty new. And I used Drush too. That gave me a little bit of headaches, but if you want to install Drupal, this would made it work. I typed in the name of my website. I typed in web, core, install PHP, and it worked. I hope that helped you out, good people. If you like, give me a like. And if you want to subscribe, be my guest. Till the next time, good people. Peace.